Where are my West Coast cue maker fans? You will be able to identify what these are immediately if you're from the West Coast or you like the California cue makers. Actually, this guy right here's got fans all over the world. West Coast, East Coast, all over the globe. We are honored to be able to present this batch of Ariel Carmeli custom cues to you. We have waited a very long time for this order to come through. I will be the first to tell you that Ariel is not going to be making very many of these player quality cues because he's just too backed up with his higher end cues. Not that these aren't higher end, because they play just as good as any 8-pointer that he's ever made, and they've got the fancy rings and everything else. But what I mean is, most of the Carmeli cues, when you get into the 6 points and the 8 points, you're going to spend $5,000 or $6,000, $4,000 or $5,000 plus anyway, and then it just goes up. His value continues to go up because the word is out. People know about the playability, they know about the quality, the craftsmanship, and let's face it, they're just some super sexy looking cues. His rings are amazing. So I'm going to go through these with you real quick. The prices are the prices plus shipping, and if you're using a credit card and we approve you to use a credit card, there is a fee with that as well. We are presenting these cues from our location here in Indiana at Crossroad Cues. We are an official dealer of Ariel's cues. They are on location, as you can see, right in front of me. And we do ship out daily, weather permitting. So if you're following us on YouTube, you can also see pictures of these on our Facebook page, Crossroad Cues Gallery page, or you can go to our website, crossroadcues.com. We also have financing options and layaway. So I want to run through these with you, and they're going to sell very fast. I will mark them sold as they sell. For those of you that know, Carmeli is one of the best cue makers by far in the entire industry, known all over the world. And just like every great cue maker, he has a very long wait list. The specs are on the post. If you're on YouTube, they'll be below it. If you're on Facebook, you can see the post already. So I'm not going to get into all the details as far as the weights and everything. But number one, you're rarely ever going to see a tulipwood Carmeli. Look at that piece of wood right there. Tulipwood. This has the fancy 24 dot rings. Okay. You also know that Ed Pruitt is the one that came up with those rings. Ariel and Ed are great friends. And Ariel Carmeli has permission to use those rings in his cues. So you can see a mile away that those are the Carmeli rings. And they're slightly different. They're not the same type of rings. There's no patent on them, obviously. But, you know, when you look at a Carmeli cue or you look at a Pruitt cue from a distance with those rings, they do have some similarities to them. They have triple silver around them. Look at that tulip wood. Everything has a 3/8 modified pin. Everything comes with leather wrap, 2 shafts, 13 millimeters on all the shafts. If you want to put a Revo on one of these, they will fit as well. So number one, that rare tulip wood with the 24 dot rings. That's his most expensive ring work based upon the time that it takes him to do those. This cue, the last one that was made of similar wood, was sold for around $27 or $27.50. We're doing this as a Crossroad Cues exclusive offer, only $25.75. Only $25.75. By the way, each butt below my stickers is prepped for a Carmeli extension. Not included. I don't have them in stock. You'll have to talk to Ariel about that. Moving right along. Number 2 also has the 24 dot rings. That is Gabon ebony. Does have some streaks in it. It's not Macassar. That's Gabon. 24 dot. Look at that black ebony. That's my personal favorite. I like the black, and I like it in all of his cues. That one also would normally retail around the $2,700 mark, $25.75. So number 1, number 2, $25.75. Number 3, this was Ariel's favorite when we spoke on the phone. He says, man, you will just simply not see cocobolo of that type of magnitude. I mean, look at that. That is called Mexican cocobolo, and I've got some other cocobolo too, but look, I mean, that stuff is like lava. It's just on fire. That has the Tiffany diamond ring work. My personal Carmeli has that ring work. I love it. There are 8 individual Tiffany diamonds set into double silver, okay? That's also one of his most popular rings. That Q is $23.50 plus the shipping. $23.50. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful cocobolo. Love it, love it, love it. Number 4, you got that jet black ebony. It also has some streaks in it, but it's black, okay? This has the embossed lizard wrap. That's not real lizard, but it's real leather. Number 2's also got it. And then number 1, that's Spanish bull. This, I believe, is called wild Scotch. It's all genuine leather. So the number 4 Q right here is also $23.50. That's got the 8 Tiffany diamond rings at all positions as well. Normally, you would pay an extra $100 for the ebony. So my apologies, number 3 here is $22.50, and then you got a $100 bump for the ebony. So $23.50 on the ebony. Man, I like that. That is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Tempting to keep, but I've got too many Qs. Number 5, here's another one that you're not going to see very commonly on Carmeli Qs. Ariel's known to go after some of the best wood in the industry. He's very picky about the wood. He's been known to drop piles of wood and drop wood on the ground. He's listening for a certain tone and a sound and certain harmonics. There's so much that goes into making these cues when you get to this level. It's not just all about the look, the touch, the feel. It's about that hit. It's about that sound. Man, look at that. This is called Desert Ironwood. So number 5, Desert Ironwood. These rings are called his Oreo rings. You can see how the middle's got white in the middle. It is also trimmed in double silver. And the weight, again, and the specs are at the bottom of the post. This is one of the lighter Qs, by the way. So a couple of them have got a lighter weight to it. That one, I think the butt was 14.2 ounces. You could always add weight. Of course, you can't take it away. That Q right there, the number 5 Q, we're going to do that Q for you for only $18.75 with that exotic desert ironwood. $18.75 plus shipping. Number 6, we're getting right through this. We're going to be done in just a moment. Thank you guys for bearing with me. Please share this video out. Share if you care and pay attention. I will mark them sold. Again, you can see them on my site, crossroadqs.com. We are by far one of the most reputable Q dealers on the planet. We ship lightning fast, and I would submit to you that our shipping is as good or better than anybody in the world. We get them to you quick and we get them to you safe. Number 6, I love that ebony. Just like I like the Tiffany Diamonds, this has a little bit different design. That is called a, it's got the black and white dash rings in it. Ariel even told me that a lot of the original Q makers took some influence from the Balabushka rings. This is kind of his version of the Bushka rings. Now this is Gabon ebony. I checked with him on this because I would have said that's Macassar, but it's actually Gabon, but it's got some beautiful kind of light brown and black streaks going all through it. These are all forward balanced, by the way. It's got that embossed lizard wrap on it. Number 6 is $19.75 plus shipping. That would normally be over $2,000. And any one of these Qs, you're going to wait 2 to 3 years minimum if you can even get him to make one of these for you. We've been waiting for a long time. We're honored to be able to offer them to you. His wait list is getting longer and longer, and he's in the process of moving from the West Coast to the East Coast. How fortunate are those East Coast pool players going to be to have Ariel over in Virginia now? But he's going to be shut down for around a month or so, so it's going to be very hard getting Qs. Number 7, here's our extra super duper value special. This is also Mexican cocobolo. It's kind of got that orangish, reddish tone to it. A lot of figure in that wood. A lot of figure. A lot of people just love cocobolo. I've had several Qs that are cocobolo. I love how the bottom looks like a guitar. This is wild Scotch. It is similar to Spanish bull. Very high quality leather. Really nice grip on this Q. That one right there, we're going to do that at only $16.75. It's got his Oreo rings. It's got the double silver, 2 shafts, leather wrap, ready for immediate action. Only $16.75. If you are interested in any one of these Qs, we do ship out daily, as I was saying earlier, from our location in Indiana. Check our reviews out. Look up Crossroad Cues on Google. You're going to see all of our great reviews. We are known all through all of the Facebook pages and all over the world. And we are honored to be able to bring these great products to you. If you would like to do a layaway, we have layaway and financing on our website. So number 1 through 7, all brand new, unchalked, unplayed, Kamui medium black tips on each one of them. 13 millimeter shafts, ready to go at crossroadcues.com.